are the two most important abilities that you must have as a law graduate to crack any interview. It was 2010. I was in a 5-star hotel in Delhi. I think it was the Imperial. And I was in an interview. It was a day-long interview process with the India practice head of Herbert Smith, Chris Parsons. And we had a series of interviews. One was a problem-solving exercise, then there was a group discussion, and followed by a personal interview with Chris Parsons and another person in his recruiting team. And I had prepared for months for this. And in the interview, while I felt very prepared, the interview itself did not go very well. I did not exactly know how to play to my strengths. I had done a lot of practice of mock interviews with all the seniors back in NUJS, and I had asked them to take practice interviews to develop my answers to various kinds of questions that may be asked. They also told me that use your common sense, and to know more about business related issues, read pink newspapers. So I subscribed to Business Standard and Economic Times. I had been reading that. I had been reading online the Wall Street Journal's free posts, and I had been reading a blog called the New York Times Deal Book. Everybody in my college thought that I will definitely make it through a foreign law firm interview. I had gotten shortlisted for 3 of them. This was the second one. I did not make it past this. The third interview was with another foreign law firm called Ashurst. Okay. And I thought that interview went really well. But again, I did not make it. I had done everything possible as per conventional wisdom, as per all the seniors from my college who had made it through to foreign law firm jobs. And yet, there I stood, not having made it to a dream career of mine. Fast forward 1 year. There are 3 Indian law firm interviews which I sit for, the top 3 law firms of India. There is Amarchand, there is Luthra, and there is Trilegal. Each one of them is like in the tier 1 bracket, right? And I make it past all of these interviews. Okay, by then I have sort of, improved my knowledge. And I also realized that the Indian law firm interview process is very different. They are very clear about core skills that you need to have. So they asked me very pointed questions and I answered them very clearly. I made it past all 3 interviews. Fast forward 1 more year, I am in Bombay working at Trilegal. It's a very plush office. So here we are working on an investment related exit deal. This deal had happened years back. I wasn't a part of the investment transaction, but now the foreign investors wanted to exit. And I was supposed to help out in creating a strategy for that. So the after effects of the recession had just hit India of the global financial crisis which had taken place in 2008. Its after effects were felt in 2012. Foreign investors who had invested in Indian market wanted to gradually liquidate their position and exit. Okay, so that's when we were figuring out how to help them restructure, and some of them wanted to exit from their investments. Now we were looking at multiple kinds of scenarios. I was doing different kinds of case research, different kinds of work on contracts. That's when I realized, every time I'd get a matter, in the next 5 minutes I was on top of a few things, and some things I just didn't know. Every time I gave the work to my senior, I got blasted. You know why that was the case? Because I didn't do the complete job. In many ways, I did not know how to do the complete job. Okay, so I prided myself on my knowledge, which I had acquired a lot of in my college, in the run-up to my law firm interviews. But unfortunately, I realized that that knowledge was insufficient in getting the job done. I wasn't good enough in learning how to apply that knowledge. I couldn't apply that knowledge on real life situations. And that led to a lot of professional stress. It took me a good 7 to 8 months to figure out this gap. So I might know everything about the foreign direct investment policy, but when it came to identifying some places where real investors were stuck, there I would stumble at the grey areas. Now, why am I sharing this? There were two gaps in my preparation and in the entire legal education framework which were unrecognized, undistinguished by us all. The first one, in the foreign law firm interview, I was not leading the interview. I was waiting to be asked the questions so that I would have an opportunity to share. Okay, I was not sharing the skills I have. I was not confident enough about sharing about my own views and dreams as a person, and as a lawyer. Okay, so that held me back. And the interviewers at the end of the interview, I'm very sure, couldn't even remember me as a memorable person. They would have just thought of me as a regular law student from an Indian law college who's a topper. But they wouldn't, if they would have interviewed about 20 people that day in that room in Imperial Hotel, and they'd not have remembered me because I had no unique flavor. Knowing how to create your own persona, your personality, your own flavor, and sharing the vision of what kind of a lawyer you want to be and what kind of skills you have on your own and leading the interview. This is a key core skill to get recruited at any job. Now moving forward to the Indian law firm story. When I was working in trilegal, I realized that knowledge is different and application is different. And all our legal education so far has been focused on knowledge and very little to none on application. And now application is at the heart of our courses at LawSikho. The diplomas or the executive certificate programs, you get real situations. These are simulations, of course, but they simulate real situations on which you have to think about the practical tasks you need to perform as a lawyer. Also, on a monthly basis, you will be writing about different practical areas of law. So you will be producing 1500 words of an article which will be published online. What exactly is the use of this? Well, nobody can write an article off the top of their head. Usually when they start, they go through a journey where they build a structure, identify new points, speak to a few people, and then write a finished draft. So that when you actually go in the interview, you can talk about the actual agreement you drafted while performing an exercise. You can talk about how you figured out what the real issues affecting business are. And you can say you experienced this while you were writing this article. Now that's exactly how you don't have to face the same failure as I did 9 years back. I hope this helps. I look forward to hearing your comments. Cheers.